Welcome to the Aussie Grappling Girls podcast,
where we talk all things female jiu-jitsu.
I'm Jo.
And I'm Hannah.
And together, we're Johanna. I've been realising lately how effective crossfaces can be though. I started using them again a bit, and I feel like an asshole. I'm like, I've had a couple of people do them to me, and I'm like, fuck, that is so good. It's so effective.
I know I've been told to start cross-facing more, and I have tried to do it more in my roles to get what I want, so then they're less powerful.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I've been using it in the last phase of passing, when you're nearly past, but you just need that extra little thing to sort of get them to open up a bit. Sort of
after nationals, Chris really got on to me about that. I need to be heavier.
Yeah, and I found that it's really good for just controlling and sort of making that last little bit of the pass happen so they don't re-guard. Because you know how you get nearly all the way past and then they re-guard, or something happens and you lose it and you're like, I have to do it all over again. Even though that's kind of fun. I've actually been really enjoying passing in that whole process. So I'm like, okay, I get to do it again. But it's that's kind of my focus at the moment. It's just passing and.
Well, I understand. I'm there as well. I'm happy playing the passing game.
It's kind of like mean passing. I'm not doing fancy passing.
You're just doing pressure passing. Making sure that there's pressure wherever you're going, rather than making it floaty and a movement-based pass.
Yeah, because I found that with those ones, I keep now people sort of figure it out. They keep tripping me or sweeping me, or I go flying. And so, I'm trying to, actually really use, my strength and weight really, mechanically and get the pass, really solid, I guess. And it kind of breaks their spirit as I go. It's so satisfying, but it's so mean.
It's good. I don't know. I feel that sometimes it's a disservice to everyone if you're too easy on them all the time. Yeah. This sounds weird, but I actually enjoy that feeling of people just beating me technically for a while, because it builds the fire back up to actually fight back. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah. When you get beaten, you just want to fight back. That's the fighter in you. It's when you get you only get punched and your immediate reaction is to punch back. It's kind of the same.
But that at the moment, I find it's enjoyable to be beaten technically. Yeah. Because you're just fuck yeah, that was amazing. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, I find it super satisfying.
I start laughing. I smile. And I laugh with you all the time.
I know. You're always laughing at me, and I'm like, why are you laughing at me?
It's just so good. It's just so...
Because you know what's happening, but you're like, I can't do anything about it. Fuck. And it's just funny.
And I'm at the point of... I'm at a delay. I'm probably 5 seconds behind everyone. And that's where I'm just I know what's about to happen, but I can't do anything about it. I should have stopped it there, but I can't. Yeah, and now, I'm going to pay for it. And these scenarios just go in my head, and then I just start laughing. Yeah. It's just how it is. It's so amusing.
That's good. I mean, it's better to laugh than cry, I suppose.
Yeah. I don't know if it... is it off-putting? Because I crack up a lot.
It just makes me laugh as well. And then... it's cool, though. It lightens the mood of the role, though, I guess,
Yeah, I get told off, though, for that, so...
Well. But, sometimes when you're rolling and you get really caught up in what you're doing and it gets pretty intense...
and then
it's like that icebreaker.
Breaks that.
You have your little, intense moment where you're I'm trying to get something, and then you laugh, and you're like, why are you laughing at me? So, yeah, it's kind of good in a way.
Yeah, okay. That's good. So, if people have been following us on Instagram or Facebook, they will have known that you got graded on the weekend.
Yeah.
Woo!
Insert the sound that's whoa, yeah.
If we can find it, I'll insert it.
Okay, cool. Yay!
So let's talk about the grading night.
Oh no, it was so bad. It was so bad.
You're the most awkward human being in the whole wide world.
I don't think anyone understands how awkward I am until they know, they see that grading.
I'm going to ask if someone has a video of that, because...
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see myself.
Okay, do you want me to explain as an outsider, and then you explain what's going on in your head?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, so we just had our head coach. We had Higgin Machado.
He's like the top of the lineage.
Yeah.
4 hours.
So he was down, and we're at a seminar of his, and they did all their gradings. So we were at AMA, which is HQ for the Will Machado lineage type arrangement. Yeah. So they did, they did like all their gradings, and then like Chris got his things, his belts for his gradings, calls Joe out, and Joe purposely put herself in the lineup right at the bottom, closest to the white belts of the blue belt range, just so everyone knows. And I just found that amusing. So then Chris calls...
inconspicuous.
Chris calls Joe out, hands the belt over. Like, I was actually emotional. I'm not an emotional person, really, at all. And I was just, that just heavy... Yeah. Like
squeeze, like,
I was so proud. I was so excited, and just that you go girl moment. And Joe comes out, gets her belt tied on her, hugs Chris, then runs back to the line where she came from. So the white, and then we have 2 top black belt coaches that she was supposed to go and shake their hand and say thank you. And then she didn't. And then people were pointing to them and also saying, hang on, you're at the purple belt side of it. And
so many
then
signals.
she runs to the purple belt side, and then she realizes that people are pointing back, and I think you must have realized that you hadn't said thank you to our head coaches. And then she does this like penguin run with her hands beside her and flaps off into the purple. And that's the story of how Joe got graded.
Oh, I was so mad. I literally was so flustered. Fuck. Oh.
So that was from my side. I was holding back my big freaking laugh because I know how bad you were feeling.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
But now I'm pulling the piss out of you, 100%.
Oh fuck, I felt so awkward because like I was like halfway between the two, and then they were like pointing back at Higgin and stuff, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, I like look back, and then it kind of like dawned on me, and I was like, oh fuck, and I was like, I've come too far now, like I have to just go, like, and then I was like, wait, maybe I should just. And then I literally had this dilemma in my head, and it was like back, forth. So
I think your feet moved like an inch each way, so it wasn't actually proper movement. It was like running on the spot.
I know, it was like this little fucking dance.
My favourite was the penguin run back to the... I can see it so clearly.
I don't even want to see myself. Holy fuck, I hope no one got video.
I'm going to just do the penguin run in front of you when you're trying to be all serious and stoic, because that is just so funny.
Because I wasn't emotional or anything when it was happening, like the first part, like it was like I was all cool and I was like, oh yeah, and then it was that moment when I realized I fucked up. I felt my face go bright red, and I was like, I must look like a beater right now. And then I was like, fuck. And I was like, I have to commit and go back, and it was so fucked. It was like people pointing back to the purples and pointing to Higgin, and I was like, which way do I go? I just want to go back to my box in the blue corner.
Put your head like in your gi and be like, I'm not here.
I just wanted to die, and I was just like, don't make eye contact with anyone.
Again with the eye contact.
So ashamed. But like as soon as they finished the grading, I went straight up to like Adam and Higgin, and I was like, I'm really sorry. I like shook their hand, and I was like, I'm just an awkward human being. I'm really sorry.
So funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
Oh, super awkward. Fuck. I'm never going to forget that. I hate it. This is why I hate big gradings. Why couldn't we
This
just
is
be
so
graded?
memorable. I love it.
Fuck.
It's hilarious.
I think I was pretty awkward at my blue one too. I was at an AMA grading as well, and I didn't expect to get graded at all because, yeah, and that was super awkward, I think, but not as bad.
I think you're just awkward in general, and it's freaking hilarious.
Fuck.
Let's find all the awkward moments of Joe. Video clip of them all.
Just a montage of all my awkward moments. Fuck my life. That was so bad. Anyway.
But now it's done, dusted.
Yeah.
You finally can
Don't have to worry
fuck
about
off
shit
out
like
of the
that.
blue.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Piss off out of my division.
I'm giving you the finger right now.
To be fair, they'll probably amalgamate us anyway because there's not many purples that compete in Western Australia.
Well, we will find the purple belts and tell them that they have to, and then you can compete against them all the time. So, yeah, no, I'm very happy with that now. So, onwards and upwards for you.
Fuck off.
Pretty much.
Oh,
It's
no.
all for selfish reasons, not for my growth whatsoever.
Oh, well, yeah. And now I've got to go to Pan Packs under purple, which, you know. is
You're
fine.
going to nail anyway. You're a good competitor. I am so jealous of that. You just have a good mindset. You deal with everything really well, and I think you're going to learn a lot from Pan Packs.
Yeah.
I
think
like,
it's
regardless of...
good. I'm actually, I'm kind of looking forward to potentially losing.
There's
It's
so
such a
many
weird-
good girls over there.
Yeah.
And it's just
Gonna be
going to be so awesome. You're going to have a blast. Yeah. And because I know that your mentality coming into this is you're going to learn. It's not about winning. And I know that you kind of want to lose so you can see where you need to grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I won't be as hard on myself as if, like, I was in the blue and I lost.
yeah.
So, less pressure. All I have to do is game.
You can just enjoy.
Win-win.
Yeah.
Yay.
100%. So,
Of course, I'll still go in there with the aim to win. I mean, it's me, and I get
because you're competitive.
Yeah. It's so funny. Yesterday at training, there was a new girl, that new girl there, and Maka was, like, introducing me to her. She's like, this is Joe. And I was like, yeah, I'm not as scary as everyone says I am. She's like, yeah, it's so funny. Everyone says Joe's hell scary. Like, Joe's scary. She's like, hell intimidating and all that. She's like, they don't fucking know. She's a pussy and a marshmallow on the inside. And I was like, it's kind of true.
It is. It really is true.
She's like, you're such a pussy. I'm like, yeah, you know.
Oh, good. At least that's a different response to our normal type of arrangement.
Because, like, you guys know me, whereas, like, there's some people just like, yeah, Joe's scary on the map.
Because you have that, like, resting bitch face
know.
down, and people
Yeah.
think that that's you. That's
I'm
just you.
And I'm just stocky and, you know, scary looking.
Oh, I also have another little thing to, like, rag on you about at the
What?
grading. When we were doing some of the, when we were watching technique, you had the most unimpressed look on your face. I could tell that you were just processing shit, but I knew that. No one else did.
I think I was a little bit tired then as well.
It was
I
so funny.
Because it was such a long day and
because that drive up was so long.
Oh man, that dragged so bad.
It was just,
It was
as you know, last week we were very unmotivated, and everything about that week was hard.
Yeah, it was. And that drive, usually like when we drive to Perth together, we're like, yeah, like how gung-ho, talking non-stop, whereas this one we're like, fuck, are we there yet? Jesus.
It was completely different mindset.
And then it was peak hour as well.
Oh, that was painful.
Yuck. Like, I was just tired. And also, like, no offense, but Higan told a lot of stories.
He did.
And I was like, stop! It's like, for fuck's sake. I'm not in the mood for story time. I appreciate you and I respect you, but I really just want to do this tech and get it over with. Like, fuck.
Oh, dear.
So much respect, but, you know, story time was like...
When you're tired, you're tired. At the end of the day, you can't stop that.
Yeah.
So, That's it. I won't rag on you anymore for that.
I was a bit disinterested. I was just tired, a bit like, and just trying to sort of process. Because, like, well, he was doing the demonstrations really fast. So I was like, I have to really, like, nail this in my head so I can then replicate it. Whereas, like, you know, normally you see it, like, 5 times over. Whereas he only did, like, 2 times. I was like, fuck, I have to nail this in my head so I can replicate.
Fun story. I was, like, right next to, like, my coach and another black belt. And I was picking one of the drills apart a little bit. And he had just, like, we were talking about it and I'd nailed it. Like, I'd been stepped through it perfectly. Hagen walks over, does his big belly, yes!
He gets so excited, eh?
And fist bumps me. Yes! I, like, gave Clevie, like, a little fist bump as well, because I'm like, that was all you, man.
You're like, cheers, bro.
Because usually, you know, when the coach looks, you fuck it up.
Yeah.
Every single time. I'm pretty sure my usual standard rate is 80% of the time when a coach looks at me, I'll screw whatever. As easy as it is, screw it up every single time. And it's that 10% that if they're looking and I'm not, like, don't realize they're looking, but as soon as I notice they're watching me, I turn into a spastic. Every time.
I don't really care if someone's watching or not. I'm just like, I'm just doing my thing. Sometimes you fuck it up. Sometimes you don't. Like, I don't really get caught up on it, but
I don't mean to. I have the same mentality.
It's just this psychological thing where you're like, someone's watching me.
I just seem to. No one else.
You
just
know what
him.
else was so awkward for me at the grading? So this is like just adding on to my awkward humanness. So whenever it's like, get yourself a partner, I'm always just like flailing arms like, partner, but like I don't actually find anyone. I just look like I'm a blind person like looking into space, and I never find a partner, and so I'm always the last one to have a partner, and so I have to go with the coach or something, or the kid. And so in this case, I first had to go with Adam, and then he like handballed me off to this like 12-year-old kid, and I was like, great. and then one of the other girls that she saw that I was like with this kid and she was just like, oh fuck no. So she like made this other girl swap with her. She was just like, you didn't pay $135 to go with a kid, like fuck that. So we ended up going together. So I got handballed around a little bit, but fuck, it was so awkward at first because everyone literally partnered up, went down. I'm the only one standing up like looking around like, I need a partner. So awkward. I was like, fuck my life.
Oh dear.
But it happens at the dojo too. Like sometimes when Chris is like, all right, get yourself a partner. And I'm like, where? Everyone's already partnered up by the time I turn my head.
There's 20 people.
I know. I literally go to turn my head one way. I'm like, they're all partnered up on that side. Turn my head the other way. Oh, everyone's partnered up there. And I'm like, fuck.
Looking with your eyes closed.
I know.
Like blinking.
Yeah.
I guess no one's coming.
Did you say Abe Lincoln? I love that.
Yes, so good. Good movie. Except though, I think if I watched it now, I don't know if it would be so good.
Oh no, I watch it like several times a year, and every time I watch it, it's just
good.
as funny. It's great because you realize different references as you go.
Oh, okay.
Like,
that's going to be something to do
this
this weekend,
When I
I
watched
reckon.
it as a kid, it was just a Robin Hood tale.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, like you get more of the references that they're talking about,
okay.
and you're like, I get that, and like more and more every time you're like, it's so good, such a good movie. I reckon that's probably my top 10.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's just, I remember watching it so many times, and it was just as funny every single time. But because I haven't watched it now for a very long time, it would be years since I've watched it.
It's still a classic, still.
Yeah. You can see past things a thing when it's like, it's a classic.
Yeah. Even though it's like 1991 or 3 or something.
Still epic.
Still great.
Solid humour.
Yeah.
Solid
It's
humour.
like the early days of those spoof movies.
Yeah.
Like, instead of like date movie and scary movie and stuff, it was like Robin Hood Men in Tights.
So good.
It's great. I rate it so high.
Speaking of tights, we should totally talk about tights. I think
should,
that's like a great segue.
It is, actually. Oh, tights. I just can't find a good pair, honestly. I don't think I have. I think maybe my like Hustler United ones are probably my favorite, but even so, there's things about them that annoy me. But are you wearing them right now?
I am. I'm wearing.
But they're not really like, they don't really do it for you as much, do they?
No, it's because they're an extra small.
Oh, okay.
They sent me the wrong size.
Right.
So, but I have tights that are bright and colourful. I have to wear them. They're not my favourite, but I wear them because they're cool. I really like the pattern of them.
Yeah.
And I like the in-your-face type clothing and
I'm
types.
Completely the opposite.
But my 100% favourite, and I am sponsored by these guys as well, is Big Fella Industries. They have affordable tights. They had wicked ass patterns. Like, that was the thing that drew me to them when I first started.
That new range stuff that you've got is really cool. They've got some awesome patterns.
They're comfortable, they're cheap, and just they wear really well. I think I brought mine second year in, and they're still good.
Yeah, they
like my competition tights, they're like a little bit worn through the knees and stuff, and I'm due for new ones.
Yeah.
But I've worn the hell out of these, and they're still good, and they're not expensive.
Yeah.
Like $30, I think. 20.
Yeah, they are pretty cheap. I did get myself some. I think I just have a really weird body. They don't really sit quite well on mine, but you know, it's just because I've got a weird body.
But
and I don't have birthing hips.
Carrot life.
Yeah. So they don't fit as, like, they don't sit as well on me.
Yeah.
But they're still better than some of the other ones I have.
And I appreciate, like, flat, like, the crutch. I really don't like camel toe thing going on with tights. That's something that is I'm super self-conscious of.
Yeah.
Which I actually, when I first started training, I would always wear shorts.
Yeah, I remember that.
I never used to. I was always so self-conscious. I don't know why. I just was.
Yeah, okay.
So I always wore shorts whenever I was, whenever I wore tights.
Yeah.
It's just, and then over the years, you just get,
like,
I suppose,
well, we all look like shit.
Yeah, pretty much. And finding good tights that didn't, like, just wrench up like that. That's a big thing.
Yeah, because they got to sit the right place on your waist.
Yeah.
Like, if you kind of yank them up so they sit on that good place, but then you get a camel toe. So it's kind of like, fuck.
Harry high pants.
Yeah, because otherwise, like, if they're not quite high enough, like, you get really bad, like, muff top and, like, super awkward, spillage and all that sort of stuff.
And if you wear those types of tights, they create, like, muff tops.
Yeah.
When you don't have... Yeah. I clearly don't have a muffin top.
No.
And I've noticed that I have a pair that I don't know what brand they got given to me. But they do that. They cut into the side and they make me look like I have
that soft bit.
Like that pocket of fat that you can just grab.
Yeah, love him.
And it looks bad, so.
Yeah. I don't know. What else tights do I have?
You have the Grapple
apparel ones? Yeah, I've only got the one pair. They're really similar to the Hustler United ones. I really like those in that, like, both the Hustler United and the Grapple apparel ones have this really thick waistband. So you pull them up, and they've also got, like, that crotch part that's, like, got the triangle.
Yeah.
So if you pull them up, you don't get camel toe, but they also, like, go up nice and high and cover, like, a really good, like, amount of your stomach. So it's not, like, it doesn't cut in really awkwardly.
Because for me, it's something that I'm super self-conscious, and I feel awkward about it. Yeah. So I think that projects awkwardness in general. Yeah. If you're rolling, because it's just like, I don't know.
It's just annoying when you have to roll and you're pulling your pants up non-stop or... like, readjusting them as you're trying to roll. Like, it's just the worst.
And I also wear Nike Pro shorts underneath my tights.
Yeah, I gotta get me some of those.
I just find so good. I feel way more comfortable having lots of layers around that area. Don't know why, just do. Yeah. It's me, and I've
started wearing more layers around that area. I was, like, at a point with my tights that, like...
You didn't give a fuck, and you had holes in them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And they were see-through, too. But I didn't give a fuck, because, I don't know, I just got over it, because it was just really annoying to have to deal with it, and I was just like, oh, well, like, I'm just going to stop giving a fuck, and if anyone has a problem with it, they can then just look away. But, sorry. Yeah, no, I had, like, a couple of pairs that were, like, a little bit, quite a lot see-through, and, my underwear got up my ass or whatever, and I'm just sort of like, oh, well, don't give a fuck. But now I'm sort of just like, I should probably give a fuck. I go through different phases where I don't give a fuck what people think, and then I'm like, actually, no, I need to pull my head in a bit there. So, yeah, but, some of them, I think most of the ones I've got are actually see-through somewhat, really, so.
I think if you have the shorts, it just makes it more comfortable
for
you.
I bought a couple of, I bought a couple of pairs of shorts to wear underneath them, or I just wear bigger underwear. They're like
Nana tights.
That cover more of my ass. I don't know. I just hate when I'm wearing like underwear that like halfway through my butt, and so like you can see like I don't know. It just looks weird. Like your bum.
Unflattering.
Yeah, it's very unflattering. So so I work so hard on it. I don't.
All them booty gains.
Yeah, But no, it's just. I don't know, it sucks when you just want to, like, do training, but then you're still worried and self-conscious about certain things. You're like, fuck, I don't even want to care. And then you either care too much or care too little.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I got to tell everyone the story about your freaking holy tights.
Oh, my holy tights.
I could not believe this. She rocked up to training with these tights on, which had a hole. I think one of them had, like, a hole in an okay spot. Like, I could deal.
Yeah, nearly every pair of my tights have a hole in it somewhere.
Then it kind of got bigger. Then other ones started rocking up that were just in awkward places. And it just... I can't deal with that. I hate it. And it makes it's not that you don't care. It makes other people feel awkward.
No, I know.
So... That's where I got to the point of I was just like, other people were commenting to me about it, and I was just like, this isn't on, I'm doing something about it. So I rated my tights drawer like, what ones don't I wear anymore? And she came to training one day, and I was like, hand them over. She like had a little tantrum about me taking these tights. And I was like, bitch, I am not leaving here without your tights.
Burn them.
I did. I should have videoed me ripping them and throwing them in the bin. And I did. I gave her 2 pairs of tights for your birthday. I bought you another pair of tights. Yeah. And I was just like,
I went online
fine.
And got like 3 new pairs as well.
I think because we all gang up with all us girls are just like, it's enough.
This is like intervention.
So... That's the story of Joey and having holy tights.
By the way, look, the pair of tights that I'm wearing right now.
I can deal with holes there. It's like on her thigh. It's not on your ass.
So many of them have like, I don't know, they just get holes. I don't know.
On your ass and in the crotch is not acceptable. At all. Very adamant on that.
Fair enough. That's a fair.
So that's the story.
I don't wear them anymore, though.
I know, and I'm proud of you. You've grown up.
I know.
Love it.
I've grown. I've definitely grown.
How about rashies? What are your...
My favourite rashies?
Yeah.
Just trying to think what rashies I wear the most. Fuck, I don't know. Oh, my Australian Girls and Gi one is my favourite one.
Yep.
So that's just plain black with the logo on the front.
Yep.
It's a really nice fit. The thickness of the rash is really good, and it's also got like a bit of like a tighter elastic down the bottom, so it doesn't ride up as much. And then I've got a couple of like ragtag ones that I've gotten from like I have one that I got in France that's got a really good band down the bottom, and yeah, I don't know, I've just got a couple of like random ones that aren't really branded, but
it's hard those shapes and sizes and stuff.
Yeah, like some rashies I have men's rashies and some are women's ones. But I find that I prefer the men's ones just because I have a more stocky build.
Your broad shoulders.
Yeah. The female ones just feel really tight up the top. And I don't know, because I've got broad shoulders and bigger boobs, so, you know.
So my problem is that nothing's small enough. Every time I get rashies and I get small, they're still freaking too big. And if they're women's cut, it's fine.
Yeah.
But to find the ones that I want in my size is really, like, can be hard. Definitely is getting better.
Yeah.
But I have found that I have to go, like, extra, extra small. And no one has those sizes.
Yeah.
And that kind of really bugs me.
It's surprising, though, because there are, like, a fair few small girls now in BJJ. Like,
heaps.
You'd think that the numbers would increase in production and all that sort of stuff.
Well, it's got better. When I first started Raven brands, they were my favourite. Then I just wore the hell out of them, and I think I may have given them to other people, like, who've just started. I've kind of just handballed them as something to wear so they would feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, I've done that too.
And
So I got my OG, like, Raven one. The first rashi I ever got was that of the white Raven one with the feathers on it.
That you coloured in?
Yeah, and then it faded. But, yeah, that one is, like, the first one I've had. I've still got that, like, knocking about. I wear it from time to time, like, under my gi, maybe.
Yeah.
That's, like, my good one. If I'm, like, feeling really bloated and I don't want to wear one that's super skin tight, that one's really good because it's a bit more baggy. So, like, I have a couple of rashies. I reckon, like, other girls could really relate to this. It's, like, you got some rashies that you wear that are more, like, lenient in terms of, like, fit. Yeah. Because, like, there's some nights that you have where you're just bloated as fuck and you don't want something that's super skin tight. And then there's other ones when you're, like, feeling, like, super on form and you're like, yeah, I'll wear that one. So, like, that one, and I've got, like, maybe 2 other ones that are, like, if I'm just, like, not really wanting a skin tight sort of fit.
Yeah. I can see.
Yeah.
Actually, my favourite ones of that I wear all the time are Breakpoint.
I was just going to say, I really like your long sleeve Breakpoint one. That one looks pretty good.
So I've got a ranked one of them. That has to be my favourite one. I'll wear that one all the time. And Contract Killer, it's quite often it's just CK is what you see around. And they have just the coolest designs. I have to say those two are my favourite that I just wear all the time, and they fit me really well, and they don't ride up. I find quite often if you get really small stuff, it's too tight around the tips area, so then it goes up, and so in the end you're pretty much just wearing like a crop top. So which it can make rolling, like, really awkward. Yeah. Because people put, like, their hand on a normal spot that usually would be covered, and then there's just, like, your guts hanging out, and it's just it's not a fun time for anyone.
Yeah.
And so they're probably, like, in the rashi type range, but I always find they're just too big in the upper body area for me. And then people get caught because that's usually where people are trying to choke you and stuff. Yeah,
or, like, get the underhook and all
that. That gets really annoying because that gets pulled away and all that sort of fun stuff. So that bugs me. Recently, I've got some other ones, but I can't remember.
Hooks?
Yeah, that's right. I love that colour. Cool. Yeah. So good. Really cool. That new blue, it's just so beautiful.
I'm going to give my blue Hayabusa one to Maka when she gets her blue belt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, same special occasion. Pass her as a hand-me-down. Hey, you don't really wear... You wear, like, a no-gi under your gi, right?
All the time.
Yeah, me too.
I find it weird. I don't trust my bras or anything that will not slip.
I know. There's a photo of me at comp where I think I was wearing a tank top and just my sports bra because it was, like, really early on. It was my first comp or something. There's, like, a photo of me actually, like, pulling my bra up because my boobs started falling out. Like, because it was under my gi. Yeah. And so, I just can't be trusted not to wear anything more covering.
I don't know. I find it weird.
If you can you know, if you want to whip off your gi and do no gi, transfer seamlessly. You know, when you're like, oh, you want a no gi roll? And they're like, hang on, I'm just going to go put on my no gi stuff. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Just, why don't you have it on underneath? Why?
And it grosses me out when you roll guys without arashi and then they, like, you get a belly, face full of sweat and grossness. Nope.
Yeah, no, it's not
Nope.
good times.
So.
I'm kind of used to it now, though, but yeah. Sometimes you still get that through the rashi, though.
Yeah,
Have
true.
you felt that? Like,
True.
But for me, as a girl, it's just more just to keep everything covered up, neck and all that, because my boobs just like to fall out all the time. That's why I don't go to the beach that much, because nearly every time I go to the beach, they fall out.
Good to know.
It does. It happens all the time.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
More fun facts of Joe being awkward.
Yeah. No, once I was at the beach with a friend, and I think I was wearing I wasn't wearing like a bikini. I think I was wearing a sports bra or something. Anyway, he tackled me into the ground as a joke, and I got up, and he just like points and laughs, like points at my chest and starts laughing. I look down and my boob is hanging out, and I was like, for fuck's sake, like I just can't catch a break. So many people have seen my boobs, like unintentionally, all the time, like so many throughout the history of my life since I got boobs. I was like super flat chested.
So funny.
I was super flat chested till I was 15, like hell underdeveloped. I was like the skinny little runt, and then suddenly I just got these massive tits, and now they just want to fall out all the time. And it's just story of my life. So,
And you still get speeding tickets.
That's because I dress like a boy.
Funny. How about geese?
Geese. I had two. I don't know if we should talk badly about geese, but I had the 2 geese from. Is it Tatami?
Yep.
And I like the top part, but the pants shit me off something chronic.
How that happens so often. I find people always say one fits better than the other.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. So the pants, and they've continually shrunk over the period of me having them for the last couple of
I've
years.
got a 0 as well,
Yeah.
and that I feel is the same. Like the top seems to shrink.
Yeah.
All the
so
time.
it's just always shrinking, and the pants just they just sit weird. And I don't know if it's my body, because yes, we've established I have a weird body, but the pants always fall down. I can't move in them properly. Like if my legs split any more than like 45 degrees, they just start like feeling really tight and falling down, and I just can't move properly. I mean, I think part of the reason why I hated gi was because they were my only 2 gis.
Yeah, okay.
And I just couldn't move in them. Like the pants, I couldn't move at all.
Yep.
And then I finally got, it was a different tatami one that someone else gave me. I don't know, it's the one that I gave you now because it shrunk again. For fuck's sake. That shrunk, like, on her, she gave it to me, and then it shrunk on me, and I had to give it to you.
And it fits me perfectly now.
Yeah, but go figure. But that one shrunk pretty hectic. But those pants are really good. I really like those ones. And that's a tatami one, but I don't know what style it is. But when the first time I rolled in that, I was like, this is amazing. Like, I can move in gear. I feel so free. And I was like, this is what I've been missing out on all these years. Oh, it was so liberating. So that one was probably my favourite one to date. And then we had to swap because that one shrunk.
Yep.
And you gave me the Hyperfly one.
Yeah. I love the feel of that one.
The Hyperfly ones feel great. The pants feel awesome. I can move really well in them, and the top fits really good too. Cause I think it's designed for males as well.
Well, I got told to buy an A1. Clearly not an A1. It just, I shrunk that so many times. I washed it in hot. Yeah. I put it in the dryer, and still nothing. It
fits me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely, I want to buy another one, and I'll definitely get an A0 because that to me is.
Yeah, I think I'll get a white one.
Yeah. I really like the blue. I'm really down with the blue at the moment.
Yeah, I've got a blue one.
But crisp white for competition looks good.
Yeah, and that's what I need.
Yeah.
I need a white one for competition because I've got a blue one and I've got a black one. I've got that black Kit Dale one.
Yeah. I also have a white sub apparel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like the look of that.
And that is my favorite.
Yeah?
It's so light, it's so breathable, and it's just... I could do with a size down, though. That is my biggest problem.
I like the sub-apparel rashi that you gave me, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's so silky. I like it.
They were so good because I queried about the size because I did buy it for myself because I like that colour because it was a different blue.
Yeah.
And they tried to help me out and then was like, I'm sorry, that's a small, that's just the standard size.
Yeah.
And then I got my gi instead of the rashi.
Yeah.
And I've got my other rashi that I have, which is really good. It fits really well. And so I like all their gear, actually.
Yeah, some apparel's pretty good.
But definitely keen to get I have to get 2 new gis, apparently.
Well, yes, I need to get more as well.
So, yeah, definitely like those two. I really, really appreciate the light gis. I have, I don't know, another 2. I've got a pink... I've got my pink Raven one, which is my favourite. I love wearing that one, and just beating people up in a pink gi is satisfying. Don't know what it is about it. It's just really satisfying.
I really want to get like a slightly different gi, like the one that outside the standards,
Yep.
like the white, black, blue. I want to get one that's like outside of that,
Yep.
just for fun.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, but I still need to get a white one, and I think I want to get another black one as well. I never thought I'd be someone that collects gis, but I think it's going to happen.
I think,
What has become of us?
I don't know. But I think when you have training gear, it's just like, oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's cool.
And I'm getting
want
sick
that.
of having to wash my gis so much because I'm going through so many now. And like, this house doesn't dry gis very well.
No, not at all.
So I'm like, fuck, it's not dry yet. It was so funny, when was it, last week or the week before, when I grabbed your gi instead of my gi, the one that we swapped over. So it was like, I got there and it was too small, and I was like, fuck. So I grabbed a different one that was their spare, and that was also small because it turned out to be Nadine's, and I thought it was Chris's. So yeah, that I was like, well, these are both going to be really small, but oh well. I just got to be confident. I'll pull it off.
No one will question you.
Yeah. Oh well.
But it does make a difference. If you've got a heavy gi, then you can't move. And I hate having a whole heap of real estate on the wrist.
Yeah.
When people can grab your sleeves is so
frustrating.
annoying.
Yeah.
Because that's what I found with the Hyperfly one, was people could just take my arm. I would wave it in front of them and they'd be like, oh, thanks.
That's what I like about the 01 actually. They're
tapered in, yeah.
Really tapered. So
I actually purposely now wear my 0 to open mats because people can't grab the sleeves.
I just need to get different pants for that one and I'll keep it. But I'm thinking actually I might tie-dye that one.
Yep.
Just for a bit of fun. Nobody steal my idea. I'll fuck with you. But
She will.
You know, yeah. But that's my plan with that one. Just for something funky. I'm just going to tie-dye it.
Yeah. Do it green.
Yeah, green and yellow and...
That would be epic.
Yeah. Bit funky. You know? I can be funky.
You can. Break it down.
To be fair, I prefer wearing dark colours
Yeah.
when I train. I'm not really like the ostentatious
Like
colour
me.
type. Yeah.
Polar opposites.
I'll still wear them though if that's all I've got.
Yeah, right.
Like those Grapple apparel ones I've got that's got the pineapples and the flamingos on it.
I love them.
They're so cool, but like they're just not really me. But I'll wear them anyway because they're cool.
I do think though I need to get a pair of black, like
Just
solid
plain
black tights.
Yeah.
I think you should always have
Yeah.
that in your collection of things,
Repertoire.
because then you can have wicked ass rashis and them stand out. Because
Yeah.
I hate passion matchy. Like
Yeah.
it looks like pajamas.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
no.
Matchy is bad, but also when you have two that clash too bad as well.
Yeah.
You're like, sometimes you don't really have a choice. You're like, well, this is all I got. The rest is in the wash. But
I'm on borderline quite often of this is too much, but I don't care. But I still think that my other super outrageous rashies would look awesome with just chilled down tights, and everyone can focus on how awesome my rashi is. Because
agreed.
Who doesn't love
I'm always
a good
on the hunt
art?
for a good new rashi that's got like a cool pattern on it. You know. But
I agree.
think Raven always have really cool pattern ones. Like,
they do.
They've got really good range in terms of the pictures and all that sort of stuff, which is sweet.
I think everyone is slowly getting more adventurous with their no gear attire.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because it's just like, how retarded is it? We're wearing Lycra.
Yeah. I know. We all like sort of not judge each other, but like sort of congratulate each other on like how cool rashi and cool gi, like all that sort of stuff. And we just only see each other like, you know, this one specific thing part of our life, but you would never wear it out in the open. Whereas like everyone else in their normal lives, like, oh, nice shoes, like nice shirt and all that. Then we've got like these full on ostentatious like rashies and spats, and we're like, yeah, boy. And everyone's like, oh, that's so wicked, love it. Be like, you wouldn't wear it outside of like, unless you're John Danaher. He just wears his rashies all the time.
I wear my tights. I don't really care. I like having my loud, obnoxious tights in front of everyone.
Yeah, it depends. If it's like before or after training, I don't care. But I wouldn't really wear them like just on their own accord.
Oh, I never wear tights just on their own. I have to be like exercising to wear tights. Always. I don't wear them in everyday sense. I don't actually own a pair of fashion tights.
Like, do you mean like leggings or tights? Like,
both. I don't own...
I'm such a like legging person.
I know.
This is like the epitome of my style is t-shirt, leggings, and Vans.
T-shirts and jeans all the way.
Yeah, see, like, I was a jeans person, but then I discovered jeggings, and I was like, this is so much more convenient.
Actually...
jeans always fall down. I just have this problem with pants. I can't deal.
Shirt, dresses. They're summertime, I'll live in them. I hate wearing pants.
Dresses?
Maybe. I don't know.
Is there a name for them?
I don't know. I'm not a fashion savvy person.
Or drurts.
Drurts? I think they're called shirt dresses. I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Fair.
But
I know what you're talking about.
They are the most comfortable thing ever. And I feel sorry for dudes who don't get to wear dresses because they're pretty awesome when, like, come on, you've had days where you're like, I don't want to wear pants today.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, but that's if, like, yeah, I guess. I don't really wear, I just don't really wear dresses much, though. I just don't like I don't like the way I look in dresses. But I get what you mean, where you're like, I just don't want to wear pants.
That's the best thing about owning my own house and
I'll walk
my
around
own
the house
space.
just in my underwear and a t-shirt.
So good.
It's great. I'll do that anyway. I remember being at my parents' house once, and I was just walking around in my t-shirt and underwear, and my aunt and uncle were visiting, and my uncle full on get hell awkward about it. He's just like, "Oh, geez, I'm sorry." I'm like, "It's okay. I'm, quite at my leisure." He was like, "Oh, okay." He just gets super uncomfortable about it. I was like, "Dude, we're all family here, and I don't want to put pants on."
That is social etiquette. Is you wear like a dress.
Yeah, well, the only dresses I have are too fancy just to casually wear around.
Oh, just do that. That'd be funny.
Just wear a super fancy dress just around the house.
Yep.
You struggle to get me in for the fancy events just to have to wear them.
I'm going to buy you one of these dresses, and then you're going to try it on, and you're going to be like, fuck yes.
A shirt dress?
Yep.
Oh, I'll wear it around the house. I'll
expect it in public too.
No, I won't wear it in public.
Ugh, you're so boring. Where's your sense of adventure, girl?
I'll wear it to the beach, maybe.
Not good enough.
No, I can't wear it in public. I can't be seen in public with a dress.
Why? Is your street cred or something?
Yeah, I have a reputation to uphold. as the marshmallow pussy that looks tough on the outside. That bitch don't wear dresses. Got me confused with someone else.
Oh, shit. Actually, I had a high tea with my nana last week for her birthday, and I wore a pretty dress and got a photo in wearing dress. And someone said, I couldn't believe that you were actually wearing a dress, and I was like, you do not know me. It's so funny. One of my workmates.
Oh, well, yeah, I suppose they only see it at work then.
And it's so... But I've been there for 4 years. They should know what I'm like. It's just like, I don't like to be stereotyped. I love wearing dresses. And I just gave this spiel about, in summertime, I pretty much, just what I said before. And he's just like, oh, I just did not pick you for the dress type. And I was like, don't stereotype me. Like, rule number 1.
Don't put me in a box.
Pretty much.
I resent that.
Yeah. And I was just like, I can be girly. It's just you guys have this stigma thinking that I'm this street fighter, that tomboy, that... I don't know. And I'm like, I wear hot pink. You've seen me wear hot pink. I have hot pink nails. Come on. Anyway, that's
it's
my
such a funny walking paradox. It's great.
Me?
Yeah. But I enjoy being a little bit girly on the occasion. Like, probably like this Saturday night when we go out. I'll wear makeup, I'll do my hair.
I'm
I'll
not
wear
coming.
Heel boots, but I won't wear a dress. I'll wear my tights. Well, not my jeggings, or... I don't know. I haven't figured that part out. But no dress.
Speaking of this weekend, I'm not going up, but we have 2 guys fighting at Eternal on Saturday night, which one of them is his debut.
Debut. You like debut? Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I was just
Debut?
catching, yeah.
I don't know, it depends where you're from. With the accent. It's alright, we'll allow it. Anyway, it's his first fight. We'll put it that way.
I don't care. It's past 9 o'clock. And the other, he's done a couple of fights and just kicks ass, and he's just super fun to watch anyway. So proud of those boys.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a fucking massive card though. Like, there's so many fights. I'll try not to fall asleep by the main event.
I'll be live streaming it at home and cheering on from the lounge room. But it's hard how we have to travel all the time. It's just you have to prioritize at the end of the day of what you can afford and what you can't. And you can't go past that.
And costs a lot time wise and money wise.
Definitely. So I'm so excited though. I just love seeing my team compete at anything and do well and see how hard they work and the lead up to everything. It's just so exciting. So
it's so extra about competing in fighting, whether it's BJJ or MMA or whatever. That's just, it's just next level compared to, you know, like, if you think about your workplace, and, like, I know some people have randomly asked me, you know, oh, how was your weekend, what did you do? And I was like, oh, I competed. They're like, competed? Like, in what? I'm like, oh, jiu-jitsu. And they're like, as in, like, fighting? I'm like, yeah, sort of, but no, not hitting. But it's so hard for some people to fathom that you would go and compete in, like, this sort of, like, combat sort of scenario, and it's, like, hell foreign to people. And you're like, I fucking love it.
Well, yeah. I love seeing the dedication of fight camps and seeing how focused people get, and you see what they've achieved. I mean, we had a couple of other guys go into it but had to pull out for medical reasons, so it sucks for them, but they'll get on another card. Yeah. But so it would have been super epic to have 4 guys up there, but at the end of the day, sometimes the prep in itself can just be so more brutal than the
in a realistic way. So you're likely to get hurt. It happens, and
well,
life gets in the way as well sometimes. And you know,
if you kind of prep yourself for the epitome of a beating, then you're going to be ready for the fight.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's pretty epic. I'm just so proud of him. I just really am. It's so cool to see. And I'm going to be yelling and screaming at my couch. Not at my couch, at the TV.
Reminiscent of my dad watching the football on a Saturday. All right, it's about that time. Hannah, what grinds your gi?
What grinds my gi is when your high belt mates dog you for a higher belt to roll with. That pisses me off.
That is so rude.
So much. When you're sitting there talking, you're anticipating to roll, and then another offer gets thrown at them.
A better offer comes, and they're like, sorry.
Fuck you.
It's
so mad. You know if you've done it.
Yeah.
You reminisce about all the times that you've trained with people.
You dogged a blue belt for a black belt or something like that.
Yes. I'm so mad at you. That totally grinds my gi, and
it's just super frustrating.
It makes you feel,
am I not good enough for you?
That's how I feel. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm not a challenge.
Sorry, I'm not quality.
I just wanted to just have that time with you, and I'm sorry if it's not good enough.
Yeah.
That's what goes through my head when I get dogged.
I know, yeah.
You're just like, fuck you, man.
It is pretty rude.
That's 100% what grinds my gi. As you can tell with the passion in my voice. Makes me mad.
You get so fired up at it. It's so great.
Well, and then I kind of... Normal me would just, like, totally blast them. But then you can't, because it's etiquette. Yeah. But I think I still do. Usually, like,
I still think that's a dog act. I think, like, that's bad etiquette on their part. Even if you're a higher belt, it's still a dog act. Like, a dog act is a dog act. It doesn't matter what hierarchy you sit at. That grinds my gear about, like, hierarchies and stuff, is when that comes into play with that. When you're like, come on. It's like, we're all just human. Mutual respect.
Yeah.
Don't dog a friend.
Exactly. You know? But I get over it. Yeah. It's fine. But that totally does. Ramagi. Motherfucker.
Alright. That would do it for us today then.
Catch you good people next time.
See ya.